So I am now at 3 months with my Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. And in this video, I kind of just want to quickly share what my experience has been like with the S23 Ultra over these past 3 months. And if I can just kind of quickly sum it all up here at the beginning of the video with just a few words, I can really just say that the experience with the S23 Ultra has pretty much been amazing. It's been a great experience. Now, it's not a perfect device. There have been a few things that I have been experiencing with this phone, but overall, I mean, this is a great phone. I call this the everything phone because it takes care of everything and it is just jam-packed with features. And I'm sure anybody else with an S23 Ultra can probably tell you the same thing, but let's go and talk about it a little bit. Starting off with durability. First of all, still a beautiful looking device, especially with this D brand skin I got in the back, just adding some style right there. No, this is not a sponsored video, but it just makes the phone look even better. But as far as durability goes, I have used this phone a lot without a case, actually recently, just to kind of see how it holds up without a case. Now, yeah, I am using a skin in the back to prevent any scratching from happening. I am using a tempered glass screen protector on the front display, and thankfully I am, because one of the times I did happen to accidentally drop my phone pretty hard without a case, and thankfully this tempered glass screen protector from Whitestone Dome actually took the damage instead of the display itself. That's why I always recommend using a screen protector and a case, because I do use cases a lot as well. But other than that, I mean, around the sides of the device, the top and the bottom, everything is still looking good, brand new. The S Pen is still looking good and brand new, and I actually use the S Pen a lot, especially when it comes to editing videos and my thumbnails here on the channel. This S Pen actually gets a lot of work done on this device right here. So overall durability seems good so far. Now, when it comes to going into the device, we got that fingerprint sensor up in the front of the display, as you can see right there, and it is still working like a boss, super fast, super snappy. I don't think I've ever had a problem with the fingerprint sensor on this device right here. It works every single time. And the same thing with performance. I mean, performance has just been super snappy, super buttery smooth, especially with that 120 Hertz display. I mean, you really can't go wrong with the performance on this device. It's going to be able to handle everything that you needed to and more. And I am talking from experience. It handles everything from, browsing the web to social media to text messaging, talking on the phone, watching YouTube videos, watching content on Disney Plus, Netflix, even editing 4K video and pretty long videos as well, editing my thumbnails. I mean, this device takes care of everything that I needed to and doesn't break a sweat. Now, I will say one thing. I did mention this at the beginning of the video, that there have been some things that I have been experiencing with this device. Now, one of those things was this phone did freeze up on me just one time. Out of the entire 3 months that I've had this phone, it did freeze up. And it wasn't when I was using the phone or anything. It was actually when I was trying to unlock my phone. I picked it up, I tried to unlock the display, and the fingerprint sensor did work, and it looked like it was going to unlock the phone, but it just stayed at that lock screen in the front, even though the fingerprint sensor, did that little thing where it looks like it's unlocking the phone, but it just kind of froze like that, and I couldn't really do anything. I was able to mess with the volume rockers, and I can feel it when it went to vibrate mode, and then it would go back up, make the sound that the ringer was loud, and then go back down to vibrate mode, but I couldn't do anything else. And it was like this for about maybe 10-15 minutes straight, and it was about 15 minutes of pure frustration trying to figure out what the heck is going on with my S23 Ultra. This phone is not supposed to have any problems. But finally, I was able to restart the phone, and after that, I have not experienced one problem at all with this phone freezing up or lagging. It's been performing like a boss. Like I said, it was just one time, so I can't really hold it against it. Honestly, I really don't know what happened at that moment, but it happened. I gotta mention it because I gotta be totally honest with you guys when it comes to my experience with these devices right here. Another problem that I have been experiencing, and it's kind of been a continuous problem, and I did make a YouTube short about this as well, but it has to do with the mobile hotspot on this device. Now, there are times where it does work really good, but in order for it to keep working good, I have to have the device pretty much almost touching the other device that's trying to use the hotspot for me. And no, it doesn't have to do with the skin in the back, because it's been happening since before I put the skin on. It happens even without a case. I've tried multiple cases, and then I've tried it without a case, and I still have this problem of the hotspot just not working right. As soon as I pick up my phone and start walking away because I want to do something else, the hotspot will either start slowing down, the content will start buffering, or the quality will just get lower, and sometimes it it just disconnects, even if I'm in the same exact room. And then I'll have to turn the hotspot off and then turn it back on in order for it to start working properly again. And this kind of happens a lot. I mean, I don't use my hotspot all the time, but I do have to mention this as well. I don't know if this is happening to every Galaxy S23 Ultra device out there, but it's definitely happening with mine, and I'm not sure why it is happening. But that's pretty much the only two negative things that I have to say about this device, honestly, because other than that, like I said, the experience has been amazing. It handles everything that I needed to. The battery life on this has still been probably the best battery that I've ever experienced in a phone besides the iPhone. I believe, I forgot what iPhone I had. Was it the 12 Pro Max? I remember the battery on that device was some amazing battery life as well. But this can definitely compare when it comes to having great battery life on a device, especially since lately I've kind of been toning it down when it comes to using my smartphone. I'm not as heavy as a user as I used to be. I kind of just use it when I need to use it, not when, you know, I'm constantly wanting to use it. And because I've kind of lessened my usage a little bit, this pretty much gets me through 2 days of usage on just one charge. So I have no complaints when it comes to battery life on this device. And when I do need to charge it, I just charge it overnight and take it off, and there. I don't have to worry about throwing it on a charger again. And if I do, yeah, it doesn't have that super fast charging like what we see with OnePlus devices, but for me personally, it still charges fast enough. I don't really use wireless charging. Sometimes I do, but I do like to use the wire charging because it is faster. But battery life overall, beast. Now, when it comes to the cameras in the back, same thing. I've been having a great experience with the cameras in the back. Now, for a while there, I was experiencing, you know, that shutter lag when, especially when taking pictures of, you know, my youngest son. He's running around, moving around, playing. I mentioned this in a lot of my videos. This is very important to me because I want to capture those moments. And with that shutter lag, it's just kind of hard sometimes because the pictures end up coming out kind of blurry because he's moving. Well, now, you know, we're able to kind of customize that, you know, customize the camera how we want to through the Good Lock app to pretty much make that shutter speed just instantly. As soon as you touch that shutter button, boom, it takes the photo. But then it kind of prioritizes speed over picture quality. So you kind of gotta pick what you want there. You gotta kind of pick your poison there. Me, I ended up turning that off. I pick quality over super fast shutter speed. You know, it's not like a Pixel device where you get that super fast shutter speed and a good quality photo at the same time. I mean, yeah, it does have the option to kind of balance them out, but I like a good quality photos. But even then, I'm still able to get some good shots of my son. I just gotta be, you know, I gotta be creative with it and move with him. But other than that, other shots, when it comes to taking, you know, big scenery shots or family photos or pictures of food, I mean, these cameras perform great. I have no complaints with the cameras at all when it comes to both pictures and video. And there's a lot of videos here on the channel since I've had this device that have actually been recorded with this phone right here because I like the video quality that much. And a lot of people can't even tell. Like right now, I'm using my Sony camera to record this video you're seeing now. But sometimes I'll use this device and people still think I'm using my Sony camera, even people that I know. Now, when it does come to that selfie camera, I do prefer the selfie camera on the S22 Ultra, I gotta say, because I feel like the quality was just better with the S22 Ultra selfie camera over this one right here. Not that this one takes bad photos, I'm still able to get some good selfies. Not that I'm a selfie guy or anything, I hardly ever take selfies, but when I do use it, I'm still able to get some good quality shots. I just kind of see that it's not as good as what we had with the S22 Ultra. The camera is not as good, at least in my opinion. I don't know, for those of you who have this phone, let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, another thing that I mentioned earlier, the S Pen. I use this S Pen for a lot and it's held up great, still looks brand new, and it helps me take care of a lot of the things that I need to do on this device right here. Like I said, one of the things being video editing. All the videos on this channel are edited on my smartphone, and this is the phone that has been doing it right here because this S Pen just really makes it easier to cut little parts out of the video that I need to cut out. Sometimes my finger is just too big to really get in there and I end up pressing something I don't want to or cutting out a certain part that I don't want to. And this S Pen helps me do that. So that's always nice. And also when editing photos, if I'm trying to, you know, kind of cut out an object that I want cut out of a picture or just to make it pop more, this S Pen takes care of it. If I need to jot down a note, this S Pen takes care of it. If I want to take a big group family photo, this S Pen takes care of it with those Bluetooth capabilities and the button on there to take a photo. So this S Pen definitely comes in handy. I can translate different words. I mean, there's just so many features packed into this device. And if you're gonna buy it, one of the main reasons is because of the S Pen. So this S Pen just takes this device to a whole new level compared to other devices out on the market. Now, one cool feature that I have been enjoying that does help me out with my thumbnails is being able to cut out an object by just simply tapping on a certain object in your photo and holding with the S Pen. It'll kind of like it's kind of like a heartbeat. It's kind of loading a little bit, and then it tries to figure out what you want to cut out. And most of the time it gets it just right. It'll cut out what you want it to cut out without actually having to outline the object. And that's one of my favorite features when it comes to this device, because I use it a lot for my thumbnails here on the channel. So just a very cool feature. And then of course, we just have this amazing, beautiful display. I mean, absolutely beautiful. The colors just pop, super vibrant, super bright. I'm able to comfortably use this outside without having to worry about squinting my eyes or holding the phone too close to my face. I can comfortably use it outside because of how bright this screen is. And it just makes watching content that much more enjoyable. And another thing that makes content enjoyable on this device are the speakers. They got a real loud, full sound to them. And they're loud enough to where you don't always have to connect this device to a small Bluetooth speaker if you do want to use it to listen to music rather than watch content. They do get loud enough to where you can still hear your music if you do happen to walk away quite a way. So I have no complaints with the speakers on this device as well. But overall, I've been loving my experience with the S23 Ultra. That is all I gotta say. If you do have one for yourself, how's it been treating you? Let me know down in the comment sections below. I would seriously love to know what your experience has been like. And if you have been thinking about getting one of these for yourself, I have a special link for you down in the description below. Samsung has some good trade-in deals. They're always having different types of sales. So if you want to pick one up for yourself, I have a link down in the description below. I hope this video was able to help you out. Again, my 3 months later with the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thank you all so very much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.